All right, on to the next story. So Charles Hoskinson, who is the founder of Cardano and actually also a co-founder of Ethereum back in the day, but right now he's working on Cardano, which is one of the biggest, largest crypto communities or blockchains in the whole of Web3. But he was recently on the Angry Crypto Show, and they had an interesting conversation about stablecoins. Right, a lot of people overlook stablecoins, but stablecoins are probably one of the most bullish things that will really trigger mass adoption for the Web3 and crypto space. But yeah, Charles says if stablecoin and market structure bills pass Apple, right, Facebook, Google, and Microsoft will integrate crypto wallets, and that's an access to 3 billion people globally, which is a lot. You know, imagine 3 billion people being onboarded into crypto. That would be absolutely insane, right? And this would bring regulatory clarity. This could trigger explosive mass adoption. And this is already in the works. You can see that these Fortune 500 companies or the old dinosaurs, right? They're starting to notice that this is coming. It's inevitable, especially with this administration that is currently in, with Trump being the first crypto president that we have, right? Very, very supportive of the crypto industry. Everybody's making their moves. Everybody's trying to capture and kind of go for this. But stablecoins are definitely something that is going to be explosive. Right, it's going to be that ignition for mass adoption and making it easy for everybody to be a part of this industry. So good times. Everybody that's in this industry right now is super early. But let's take a listen to Charles and what he has to say about stablecoins.
Being discussed in the House and Senate. The one that's most likely to pass in the next 60 to 90 days is the stablecoin bill. And then the second one's the market structure bill. Once those two bills pass, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook are going to say, hey, we're crypto people now. And so they're going to put wallets in their platforms because they can capture an enormous amount of the market. When you add their user bases of 3 billion people, and when they have those 3 billion users, it's like they have cryptocurrency wallets right in Windows, right in Facebook, right in your cell phone apps, right in iOS. And because they now can legally hold stablecoins and use stablecoins, they're going to do it because they don't like paying the processing fees on credit cards. So they'll issue their own stablecoins or partner with people to do that, and they have feeless transactions inside the system. And then suddenly these tech companies become financial service providers, and they have so much money and so much power that they'll push through. Once that's there and you have a good regulatory regime, it's very easy then to click a button to create yield products on top of that. So that's what's going to bring the value flow in, because the users already are wired into that system. Their money's already there. Their credit cards are already there. Their purchase power is already there. And there's just too much temptation not to do that. And the competitive equilibria are such that they have to do that. Once these two bills pass, that opens the floodgates, and that's 3 billion people that enter in.